And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois, as a playoff season is upon us. As you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed. Happy to be here with you tonight as the regional semifinals getting underway here at A-Town High School after the ROWVA Williamsfield Cougars won over the weekend to earn their trip here to A-Town once again. They will do battle here for a trip to the regional championship against the A-Town Tornadoes, who are looking for 3 in a row in the regional. They have won 2 straight regional championships, going for that 3rd, and it's going to be a lot of fun here this evening as we've got both games of the regional. They're both regional semifinals happening here on TSSR Game Time Live. Good to be with you here once again this evening as the A-Town Tornadoes come in as the, I believe they're the 2 seed in this sectional, this subsectional here. They come in as the 2 seed in this in the sectional, and their goal is to get back to that sectional and try to earn their way to another sectional championship where they've been the last 2 years. Now, they won the sectional last year, and they ended up losing 2 years ago, so looking for that 3rd straight trip here. But that road back to the sectional championship begins here tonight in the regional, as we've got it for you here. And we'll then have the later game here later tonight as the Princeville Lady Princes, they will do battle against the Brimfield Indians. So that should be a lot of fun. That's the plan for this evening, and we're going to have it all for you here. So feel free to get into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for here this evening as ROWVA Williamsfield comes in. Now, they've lost 4 in a row, so a little bit of a scuffle coming down the stretch here in this season, but they would love nothing more than to knock off the team that a lot of people are thinking can certainly make a big run here this postseason. But if they're going to do that, they're certainly going to have to slow down this A-Town offense, which likes to get up and down the floor. We've talked about it if you've watched TSSR at all this season, and we've covered their home games here throughout the year. If you've heard the conversations with Coach Dugan all throughout the season, you know that he likes to get up and down the floor here as the game goes along here. So the key for ROWVA Williamsfield here tonight is to slow things down and try to keep this low-scoring, grinded-out kind of game, because the last couple of games offensively haven't been great for ROWVA Williamsfield. You look at some of the totals that they've had. Now, I know they've been dealing with some injuries, as all teams do down the stretch here. So there's certainly going to be something to keep an eye on there. If ROWVA Williamsfield can slow down this A-Town team, you certainly like their chances. But A-Town going to do everything in their power to make sure that does not happen here this evening, as we're getting ready for the national anthem, which we'll have for you here in just a moment. And then we'll have the opening tip-off here, starting lineups, and the opening tip-off between the A-Town Tornadoes and the ROWVA Williamsfield Cougars. So we're going to step aside, back with the starting lineups in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live. It is presented by MDH.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Every town has its own rhythm, and here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber, fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here from A-Town High School as the first semifinal here of the day here at the A-Town Regional. Going to feature the host A-Town Tornadoes taking on the ROWVA Williamsfield Cougars here. Starting lineup being announced here as we speak. Let me get the right stat sheet here. I was filling out my stat sheet for our late game here this evening, but here we go. Number 1, Ella Rigg makes her way out there, followed by Lauren Johnson. Number 11 out there is Riley Smith. It's number 33, Emerson Hannum. Number 50 is going to be Megan Erlacher. So that's your starting 5 here tonight for the Cougars of ROWVA Williamsfield. And then for the A-Town Tornadoes, their lineup going to look very similar to what we've seen, we assume, all season long here for the A-Town Tornadoes, as their starting lineup starts with their star guard, the all-time leading scorer in A-Town history. That would be Kennedy Quinn, number 1, followed then by number 11. It is Callie Nelson. Caden Quinn going to be one to watch here today. She's been battling a little bit of a thumb issue over the last couple of games, but it's not going to stop her. A broken thumb didn't even stop her last postseason run, so we'll see how that thumb holds up here tonight as she starts off the postseason in the starting lineup. Then number 21, Avery Stiegel. Like to call her the spark plug on this A-Town Tornado team. Followed then by someone who can be an X factor, especially if she starts hitting some shots. That would be number 25. It is Miley Weber. So that's your starting lineup here tonight for the A-Town Tornadoes. Good to have you along. Feel free to get into that comment section. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for, your reaction to the game, all sorts of stuff. We'd love to chat with you here as the night rolls along here. 2 games tonight, both semifinals of the A-Town Regional. They are going to be happening right here on TSSR. So good to have you here with us this evening. Let's get to the starting tip-off, I should say, is the tip-off won by Erlacher for ROWVA Williamsfield. They will be in their road maroons here today. A-Town in the home whites as we get things moving here this evening. That one goes up top, right side to Erlacher. Very familiar with both of these teams, at least I feel like. I've done the ROWVA Williamsfield games for the LTC tournament, and that one laid up. Count that one, no. A travel is going to be called on Megan Erlacher. Like that idea, though. If you're going to get this game, you're going to slow this game down, or if you're going to cause problems. A-Town doesn't have a ton of size here. They do come in as the hotter team, but they don't have a ton of size. If you can get somebody inside to make an impact inside, maybe create some foul trouble, that's certainly the way to go, as that one thrown away as Caden Quinn fell down. So it's going to be a turnover there for the A-Town side, and we go back the other way. 7:20 to go. We got a whistle and another turnover. So both teams have turned it over on all 3 possessions, and that foul going to be on Megan Erlacher here to start things off. 2 turnovers for the Cougars. Not an ideal start there with the travel and then the offensive foul. First foul of the game for Erlacher as we're back underway here. Right side, it's Caden Quinn getting a screen from Nelson. And we got a whistle and an offensive foul on the A-Town side. So we are off to a rather sloppy start here in our regional semifinal as Miley Weber going to pick up the foul. So both teams now with a foul from the offensive variety. So now it's the Cougars' chance to bring the ball up the floor as a lot of contact there. That one tried to save it on the sideline, near side, but unable to do so as that one goes out of play. Rodney joining us in the comments, cheering on Let's Go A-Town. Grandma Peg watching from Florida, cheering on number 1. That would be Miss Kennedy Quinn. So good to have you with us here this evening from Florida. Mr. Rodney, 6:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Let us know where you're watching. I know we got a lot of people watching from a number of areas. There's a steal going the other way. That one, Miley Weber running the fast break and laying that one up and in. A-Town on the board here early, a 2-0 start. And we got a whistle and a double dribble. So another turnover for the Cougars as they're having a tough time and just hanging on to the basketball here in the early going. And that's the kind of game that the A-Town Tornadoes like to play. They like to hurry you up, force you into mistakes. As there's a corner 3 on the way for Quinn right off the rip. That one no good. And a rebound into the hands of Emerson Hannum, number 33. Lauren Johnson brings it up the floor. Nice kick out right side. Ella Rigg. That is a high arcing shot. That one doesn't hit the rim, though. And it goes out of play. Last touched by the Cougars. 2-0 our start here. 6:15 to go here in the first as they bring it up the floor. Kennedy Quinn. Good to have you with us here tonight as Quinn goes to the right side. Kind of a fake screen there for Callie Nelson. She'll step back, right wing three. That one banked home. The bank open a little later here tonight in Abingdon as that one banked in. Kennedy Quinn hits her first three. They lead it 5-0. Quickly, though, the other way. Here's Emerson Hannum. A whistle. Oh, and a travel call. Thought maybe they'd get the foul called, but instead it's going to be another turnover. 5:45 to go here in the first. As Kennedy Quinn scored a school record, what was it, 40 plus, 40, was it 43 she had against Moline earlier this year. Shot no good there by Miley Weber, and then the Cougars the other way turn it over. So ROWVA Williamsfield has only gotten one shot off. It was a good look, but all the turnovers here certainly get the sense that they could be a little bit closer had they gotten at least a couple of shots up. They had that nice play inside to Erlacher, but then she traveled with it. We got an offensive foul this way as Callie Nelson's getting called for the foul. I don't think both teams are going to be very pleased with the start to this ball game here. Fouls and turnovers on both sides are certainly been a little bit of an issue here in the early going. 5:19 to go here in the first. Good crowd on hand here for the A-Town Tornadoes, who have won a lot of games over the last couple of years. Nice pass inside. There's Emerson Hannum shot. That one might have been partially blocked. It was. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by A-Town. What did I see? The number that they gave me before that LTC championship game. I think it's over 70 wins in the last 3 years combined. Here's Erlacher inside. That shot no good. Able to get the rebound back. Ella Rigg, a high arcing shot. That one goes in. It's Ella Rigg hitting her first shot here of the ball game. 5-2 the start here. Under 5 minutes to go. Kennedy Quinn will bring it up the floor here. A-Town with a 3-point lead. Quinn, a little stutter step there. A little step back. Now she drives inside. Oh, nice move there. Able to find the opening, and that thing just died on the back iron there. Shot up and good for Quinn. 7-2 the start. Nice pass to Erlacher. She'll take a shot on the baseline. That one no good. Tipped around, offensive rebound. Hannum no good, but a foul is called. That should be on Caden Quinn. It'll be the first foul for her here today. It is indeed. So a blocking foul called. A-Town picking up their third foul here in the early going as Coach Dugan wanted to call a timeout. Maybe not liking what he's seeing here in the early going. They are up by 5, a full timeout. We'll take a break. We're back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Here from A-Town High School in Abingdon, Illinois. All right, let's get that up and going there. There we go. 4:26 to go here in the first as the A-Town Tornadoes calling a timeout, their first timeout here in the ball game. Coach Dugan, even though they're up by 5, certainly some cause for concern maybe. Wanted to make sure his defense gets in the right spot. As to the line here shooting through is Emerson Hannum after drawing that foul just before we went to break, and Hannum hits the first. 7-3 our score. Of course, there was a timeout earlier this season that Coach Dugan called that A-Town responded by going on a 29-0 run. Can't remember who that was against. Was that against? It wasn't against Bureau Valley. Can't remember who that was against. I'll have to pull that one up. See if I can find that. If any of the A-Town folks out there remember who that was against. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. A 29-0 run. One of the longest runs I've seen in person. That one intercepted. And taking it back the other way are the Cougars. 7-3 our score. Dr. Dave joining us in the comments saying thanks for the broadcast. Appreciate you there, Dr. Dave, for joining us. Under 4 minutes to go. Here's Urlacher left side. Dave's one of our regulars here on TSSR. Ooh, watch that elbow, and I think Urlacher's going to get called for that elbow. That's the second foul of the ball game, both on Urlacher. She's got 2 offensive fouls. And Kinley Danner will check into the ball game in her place. Don't want to be throwing that around. 3:50 to go here in the first. Kennedy Quinn will bring it left side after the screen. Looking for a little movement. She stutters. Nice pass to the baseline. That pass to Stiegel, high off the glass, lays it up and in. Avery Stiegel with the bucket. A-Town leads by 6. Quickly the other way. A-Town didn't get back. And Kinley Danner forgot to get rid of the basketball. Went up for the shot and forgot to let the ball go. I don't know if she was moving a little quicker than she thought she was or just got out of position, but ends up being a travel. 9-3 our score. Scoreboard a little slow to get updated there. Apologies. Drive into the basket. Nice move by Miley Weber, getting open and laying that one up and in. Miley Weber has got 4 here in the early going. It's 11-3. Here come the Cougars into the corner as Kinley Danner with it right side. Driving, nice kick into the corner. Good ball movement here by the Cougars this go around. Free throw line, driving inside, Ella Rigg, high off the glass, lays it up and in. Seen some high shots off the glass here between both sides. Nice pass to Caden Quinn, get a cutter way to the basket, lays it up and in. Caden Quinn found an opening and lays it up. Quickly the other way, here come the Cougars, but they turn it over. JB, you might be right. It was against Wethersfield. I think you are correct in that one. That 29-0 run I'm trying to go back to. I don't have the sheet in front of me, but I got a lot of sheets. It's been a long, long season. Might have been somewhere else. That one, a travel. Let me go back and look at the A-Town schedule here. That might have been Princeville, actually, now that I think about it. Was it Princeville in the LTC semifinal? That seems right, because I think Princeville kept that thing close until that. And then things, needless to say, changed. That foul called, foul called. Chesney Engel picks up the foul, fresh into the ball game. 2:05 to go. And that one lost out of bounds. It'll be another turnover. Yeah, I think it was that. I think it was the game against Princeville. But wouldn't you know it, I can't find the score sheet for that game. I have to go back. And driving inside is Vivian Bigger, earning a trip to the line. And that's going to be 2 shots now for the A-Town Tornadoes. Wethersfield was 60-55, so I know that wasn't it. I think it was Princeville, 71-26. I believe there was a 29-0 run in there. And they just ran away with that one. 14-5 now the score. Appreciate the help there, though, JB. But the Wethersfield game, A-Town got off to a hot start in that Wethersfield game, but Weathersfield came roaring back and ended up finishing down 5. The miss on the second for Bigger. Gets it back to Quinn. An elbow jumper. Got the shooter's touch. Oh, my goodness. Man, what can you do? As the official wasn't quite ready there. Kennedy Quinn's got 7 here in the early going. I mean, when Kennedy Quinn's making shots like that, watch out. That's absurd, as that one a foul. Both teams now, actually, that's going to be A-Town's 5th. Should be A-Town's 5th. It is. Kennedy Quinn picks up the foul, and that's going to send the Cougars to the foul line. So ROWVA Williamsfield doing kind of what I thought they might try to do here in this ball game, come out, try to get A-Town in a little bit of foul trouble, because A-Town not super deep on their roster. So, I mean, if you can get them into a little bit of foul trouble, there's certainly that possibility. Now, you could pull off the upset. Now, the problem is right now, as I look at the scoreboard, I'm pretty sure everybody on A-Town has one the foul that has fouled here. So you don't have anybody particularly in foul trouble quite yet, as the second shot is up and good. Riley Smith goes 1 for 2, and that makes it a 10-point game, 16-6. But that certainly could add up later on in the game here. That shot, ooh, a foul called before the shot. And we'll see who that's on. That should be on ROWVA Williamsfield before the shot on Riley Smith, who just scored the bucket, or the free throw, that is. Team's 4th foul. A lot of fouls here in this first quarter. So checking into the ball game. Nice pass inside. Oh, and an offensive foul now for A-Town. These officials aren't letting a lot get away here today, so. Offensive foul. That is not going to be shots, though, this go-around. As the inbounds play, a little full-court pressure here in ROWVA Williamsfield. Going to try to get the ball up the floor here. Good defense by Kennedy Quinn, but now a whistle and a foul. And now it's going to be 2 shots upcoming. It's going to be on Kennedy Quinn, her second. This is the perfect game plan here if you're ROWVA Williamsfield. You want to muddy this game up. You want to make it. It's not going to look the prettiest. But this is exactly what you need if you're ROWVA Williamsfield here in this ball game. The A-Town crowd a little on edge right now. First shot, high arcing shot. I want to get that shot in my arsenal right there. Ella Rigg, she's got that down to a science. First one up and good. One more on the way for Ella Rigg. Rigg on the way, up and good. 6 points now for Ella Rigg. And the lead down to 8. 1:10 to go here in the first. Here comes Kennedy Quinn. Coach Dugan going to trust her with the 2 fouls. And there's a little elbow jumper, a little floater. That one up and good. Kennedy Quinn, even with the 2 fouls, there ain't a lot of players who play much better than Kennedy Quinn does with 2 fouls. And a tie-up, I believe, going to go to A-Town on the possession arrow. 18-8, the score. As that one goes, Avery Stiegel, a jumper for 2, back iron, no good. Quick shot off the inbounds play, and 45 seconds to go. Here comes the Cougars of ROWVA Williamsfield. Emerson Hannum kicks it. Whoa, throws that one towards the student section. Got to keep your head on a swivel there in that student section. That one out of play, and it'll be a turnover. 38.3 seconds to go as Callie Nelson will inbound it. Back underway here with 35 seconds in the quarter. A-Town can, if they want, play for the final shot. Be the last year in the state of Illinois you can do that. Shot clock coming into effect next year. A welcome rule in my book. I've ranted about that all season long. I'll spare you it here in the postseason. Up top, here's Quinn by the logo with 8. Kennedy Quinn moving to her right. Now steps back. Step back three on the way. Back iron no good. 1 second left. And that's going to end our first quarter. Not going to count. And that'll end a first quarter here in the regional semifinal. The A-Town Tornadoes off to a strong start, but ROWVA Williamsfield muddying this up a little bit here, so will it play in their favor? We'll find out. Stick around. Better catch, it is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as our second quarter about to get underway here. The A-Town Tornadoes and the ROWVA Williamsfield Cougars doing battle here in this regional semifinal. Winner of this game will take on the winner of our next game here. We will have the second regional semifinal. It'll be the Brimfield Indians taking on the Princeville Lady Princes. Should be a fun one there. There's a corner three on the way right off the get-go. No good. Offensive rebound for a moment. Stiegel lost it, though. Bringing it the other way, here comes Eliza Tucker. Tucker brings it across the timeline. She'll bring it left side. Inside pass. There's the shot. Ooh, a lot of contact. Didn't get called. Kinley Danner, no good. And back the other way. Here comes A-Town with it. Up top, Kennedy Quinn with 7 first-quarter points. Gets it to Weber. Stops, kicks it back out, Caden Quinn. Quinn will go right side, take a little elbow jumper. That's her spot. That one up and good. Just inside the three-point line is Caden Quinn. And the lead is back up to 12. A-Town leads 20-8. 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. Danner with it, or excuse me, that is Eliza Tucker right side. Gets it left side to Hannum. Hannum, a baseline pass to Tucker, puts up the shot. Nice play there, Eliza Tucker. That one laid up and in. 20-10 the score. Back the other way, there's a quick shot for three. That one no good. ROWVA Williamsfield boxing out, and the Cougars bringing it up the floor. 6:40 to go here in these first half. Left side, Lauren Johnson gets it to Tucker. Right side, here's Hannum. Back right side, Hannum under 6.5 to go. Tucker. Good ball movement here. Trying to crack the code here on this A-Town defense. Into the corner, left side, a three on the way. That one a little too strong. Lauren Johnson saw her opening, but couldn't take advantage. Up the floor quickly the other way. It goes to Stiegel. Back up top, Quinn. Into the corner, Miley Weber. Nice look, open three. That one from downtown. Miley Weber's got 7 here in the first half. 23-10, under 6 minutes to go. Up top, here goes Emerson Hannum. Gets it back to Johnson. And ROWVA Williamsfield, I mean, they had a good possession last time, just couldn't get the shot to go, and then gave up a three on the other end. That's just been the kind of start it's been so far for A-Town. Over up top, here's Eliza Tucker getting it back to Hannum. Like to see ROWVA Williamsfield maybe drive back inside, try to get some more fouls, but A-Town defense making it very difficult. A nice pass inside. Miley Weber tips it away, though, and bringing it back. Here comes A-Town. Little step back elbow jumper for Quinn. That one no good, and the rebound to Ella Rigg. It's stripped out of bounds. Coming towards us, and it'll be Cougar basketball. We got a whistle, we got a timeout. 30-second timeout. And the Cougars want to talk things over. That's okay. That'll give me a second to shout out our sponsor. They've been our sponsor all year long here, and we appreciate all they've done for us. Mid-Century Fiber, your hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day. Mid-Century Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability that you need. Call or text 309-778-3278 or visit fiberfastnow.com to join the winning team. Gonna take advantage of this timeout to get a little sip of water there. It's a little stuffy in here today. In retrospect, wearing the flannel might not have been a good call on my part, but you know what? 65 degrees, maybe I should have looked at the weather forecast a little better. What a beautiful day it was. It's amazing how quickly your seasonal depression can get cured by a couple of nice days back to back. And then it's going to be cold this weekend, and we'll go right back into seasonal depression. 4:55 to go right side. With it left side, here's Ella Rigg, free throw line. Nice foul and a good pass. A good idea there to the baseline. Lauren Johnson, but a miscommunication for the Cougars. And that's going to be a turnover. Both teams have used a timeout here in the early going. 4:45 to go. Playoff basketball here. Hard to believe the season has wound down as quickly as it has. Feels like just yesterday we were getting started after the state championship game in football. Foul called. First foul of the quarter. That's going to be a foul on Eliza Tucker for the Cougars. It's going to be her first. I haven't seen Sam in the comments yet here so far, so I'm guessing he's here. Our friend Sam Seacrest has been here quite frequently in our chat. And a foul, he could have called that foul either way. Caden had the hook around there with the arm, but Eliza Tucker is going to get called for the foul. She's going to pick up 2 quick fouls. So he must be here if I haven't seen him in the comment section here. He's usually pretty chatty in the comment section. Quinn gets it back out to Caden Quinn. A deep corner 3, that one good. It's Caden Quinn. She's got 7 here in the first half. Kennedy Quinn with 9, Caden Quinn with 7, and Miley Weber with 7. It's a pretty strong outing there offensively for A-Town. We got a whistle and a travel, another turnover for the Cougars. .405 to go here in the first half. As Kennedy Quinn will bring it up the floor. As that one's tipped and stolen away. Bringing it back the other way. Here come the Cougars of ROWVA Williamsfield. Eliza Tucker wide open. Right wing 3 on the way. That one no good. Tipped around and into the hands of Vivian Bigger. A-Town's could hurry if they want. A right wing 3. That one no good. Able to get her own miss, though, is Kennedy Quinn. Back to Caden Quinn. Top of the key. No good. And the rebound, into the hand of ROWVA Williamsfield. Aaron joining us in the comments saying the president of the Brian Sullivan fan club checking in. Sounds good. Good to have you with us, Aaron. With it left side, here is Hannum. Double team out on her. Nice defense there by A-Town as they able to get it away. We got a whistle and a timeout. Coach Dugan heads up play there to get the quick timeout. We'll take 15. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take 15 back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Slide it back to make room for whatever you're storing. Or pull it forward and use it as an additional full-depth shelf. Make room for ingredients of all sizes.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wide read on the call here from A-Town High School, Abingdon, Illinois. The Abingdon Regional here in girls basketball. Semifinal number 1. We will have semifinal number 2 on our homepage. Just head over to our page and click on that live tab. The link is created for that second game, but you can worry about that now. Get the second tab open and ready to go, or you can wait until after the game. But it will be on a different link for those of you who are new. For those of you who are regulars here to TSSR, appreciate you coming back. And you know how to know the drill by now when we have multiple games. Every game gets its own length. That is kind of the cool thing that we get to do here being on YouTube. You can make it to where you have that ability. Into the corner. There's an open look. Miley Weber, she's feeling it early. That one no good. An offensive rebound. Bigger. There's a step back three on the way. Caden Quinn, she's feeling it as well. She hits a three. Quinn has got 10. She leads the way for A-Town. It's 29-10. A-Town's last 3 baskets have all been threes, 29-10. Eliza Tucker kicks it to Hannum. Hannum has that one tipped towards the backcourt. Back by the volleyball line. There's a pass inside, intercepted by Quinn. 3-on-1 the other way. Here goes Caden Quinn all by herself, laying it up and in. Caden Quinn's got a dozen. The lead is up to 21. A-Town on a roll. They're on an 11-0 run. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Nice pass inside, going to the basket, laying that one up and in. Lauren Johnson ends that 11-0 run. Good find there, setting up that play. Here's Kennedy Quinn. She's going to go to the baseline, put up a little floater. That one up and good. Kennedy Quinn with 11. 33-20, or 33-12, I should say. Numbers are hard. Don't know what the deal is. Can't say numbers today. We got a whistle. We got a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. I'm going to take a break. We're back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we are about ready to head into half, but another timeout for ROWVA Williamsfield. Both teams are down to 3 timeouts here in this ball game. With it right side, Ella Rigg. Erlacher back into the ball game. She's dealing with 2 fouls. I feel like her presence inside has been dearly missed with her being out because of the 2 fouls. That one into the backcourt, and that one off the shoe of Emerson Hannum, so that's going to be a turnover as it's over and back. 1:02 to go here in the second quarter. 33-12 the score. A-Town, after being in a little bit of foul trouble in that first quarter, they have not committed a foul in this entire second quarter. As I say that, Callie Nelson picks up a foul. You can't script this. Oh, no, I did it. I'll hand up accountability on that one. I am sorry, Callie. You got to be kidding me. I think Callie did that on purpose. I think she heard it. I think she did that on purpose. I'll take the blame for you. I'll take the bullet. I'll tell Coach Dugan, Callie. Into the corner. That is a deep 3 on the way off the top of the backboard and ends up back into the hands of the Cougars somehow. 30 seconds to go here in the half. With it right side, Lauren Johnson. Everybody here on there's another shot. Open corner 3. That one short this time. Erlacher tipped it in. We got a whistle and a foul going to be called. Ooh, that's going to be on Erlacher. That's going to be her 3rd. No, they said that one's going to be on Emerson Hannum. I beg your pardon. Emerson Hannum picks up her 1st, team's 3rd. 16.9 seconds to go. Here comes Kennedy Quinn. She always likes this opportunity here, trying to take that last shot. She hit a half-court shot about a week and a half ago. 5 seconds left. Here goes Quinn, left side, 2 seconds, 1 second, lost the handle, tries to put up a shot, and that is going to end our first half. 33-12, A-Town off to a strong start. They are looking for their 3rd straight regional championship, semifinal number 1. They are off to a good start. 33-12, they lead ROWVA Williamsfield. As we'll step aside, we've got our friends from MDH, our title sponsor all year long here for TSSR. We certainly appreciate them. So we're going to have an interview with them, and then we're going to come back and get you ready for the second half of action and get you ready for game 2 as well. So lots to get to as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're at halftime here. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital. Our guest, Tim Piper from MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Welcome.
Thank you much.
Tim, let's talk more about your background. Can you fill the viewers in on your experience, both education, teaching, and now at MDH?
Well, my background spans over 30 years of a combination of teaching, researching, conducting research, and training clients, athletes, and special populations. Over those 30 years, I have coached hundreds of different athletes for powerlifting and weightlifting, as well as preparing athletes for sport performance. I taught for 30 plus years in a university setting, and I've made the transition now to the private sector and excited about the opportunity.
You have your PhD.
Mm-hmm.
What other certifications you have? Namely, let's talk about your sport or your strength and conditioning.
Yeah. I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist through the National Strength and Conditioning Association. That's one of the common certifications you see people get in sport performance settings, one of the first ones people get usually. I'm also a national level coach for USA Weightlifting, and I've had certifications in functional movement screens and things along those lines too, so specialties.
Your PhD is in?
It's actually adult education, higher
Okay.
education. My master's degree and bachelor's degrees are both in exercise science or exercise physiology.
Well, looking back to 2025, I was trying to think, what's a good word to sum up 2025 for you? The only word I could think of was busy.
Very, yes. So in the transition, trying to get the performance center set up at the clinic in Lafayette, I've been in charge of purchasing, setting up, organizing the facility out there, as well as doing some work conditioning and some personal training out there already, and getting ready for sport performance classes as well as other courses.
Go back to the beginning. This is something that has been in the works for, I would say, a few years now. One of those dreams that finally become a reality. You mentioned North Lafayette Clinic, and that's where our Sports Performance Center is. Start at the beginning when it came to how you wanted to have that vision for it. And I know you and Phyllis McLeod did a lot of work on this. Phyllis, the Director of Sports Med and Rehab. A lot of work went into this, but the vision of it, where did you start?
Well, it goes back years, really, but I've always been involved in training athletes at all levels, and having the chance to actually set up something new, something different in this community is great, I think. I've been limited over the years just because of availability. Now they have more availability. The idea of setting up a center that takes someone from the injured state, rehabilitation, and then beyond that, and increasing human performance is really something that I think we've needed for a long time. So the idea of taking someone all the way through the full process from injured all the way through, once the DPTs are done, taking them to the next step of performance has really been the focus of everything. Trying to increase as much as possible human performance.
You had an open space, trying to do a layout and design with equipment. Once you talk to the viewers about some of the equipment pieces that you've bought and your thought process for the whole layout of the center.
Okay, the center's set up so that we've got a mix of everything you need for fitness and sport performance. Some of the main unique things we've got, aside from the typical dumbbells, barbells, and cardio machines, we have some piece of equipment such as a turf track, which no one in the area has really, so we can simulate turf sprints, agility work. We also have some Atlas stones or Atlas balls for conditioning that's a little bit different than most people have, to simulate more work tasks or strongman competition type events even. And then we have Jacob's ladders, which is essentially a bear crawl on an incline. It's a different type of cardio exercise, but it involves both upper and lower body. And of course, lots of plyometric boxes and agility work, things like that is all out there too.
Focusing on athletes, really grades 6 and higher. So you're looking at junior high kids on up, high school, even college kids.
Yeah.
The blue chip speed and conditioning, and you can do injury prevention, strength and conditioning, you name it. You can develop a program really for anybody from that age group.
Yeah. And the idea is to try and make every stage of development to cover every stage of development. And so we end up with Tucker Stevens is going to be helping with this as well a lot, taking the sixth graders on up. They'll be doing remedial work and basic work to learn how to move better, all the way through to the professional or the college athlete and professional level possibly, to actually improve performance and maximize speed, power, quickness, strength, agility.
How many times through the years have you heard, I wish my child could get bigger, faster, stronger?
Oh, it's countless. Yes. Happens all the time. And that's something that we always work on, is trying to improve, again, all types of athleticism. But those are the big things you hear about.
What's the best part of your job?
I just like the people. It's fun to work here. It's working with the clients is always fun, and I've always liked helping people.
And cardiac rehab, we should mention cardiac rehab. You
Yeah.
also assist with that program as well.
Yeah, when they're a shorter person or there's need for it because of people taking time off, whatever else it is, I've been covering there for a while, and that's really been fun. Again, I always like helping people, and I've been helping people of all populations for years and years, and it's just fun to hear their stories and help them improve their life.
Well, if they have questions about the Sports Performance Center, they can call out to the North Lafayette Clinic. You can also go to mdh.org, and we do have photos of the center online. Tim, we want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Tim Piper, MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. When we return, it's second half action. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital.
I think the rewarding parts of my job are seeing people over time and getting to know them and getting to know their families. And that's very exciting to see them and get them better over time, especially if I'm able to find out something that other places haven't. And that's kind of what drew me to family medicine. You know, I try to get along with people and treat them as I would my family. Do what we can to get the patients taken care of day in and day out. It's pretty supportive. I'm Dr. Michael Waters. I'm a family physician here at the McDonough District Hospital Family Clinic.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Every town has its own rhythm, and here in Abingdon, Illinois, connection is part of what keeps its residents moving. At Mid-Century Fiber, we're proud to call places like Abingdon home, where our team members live, work, and drive the same streets as the people we serve. Because when your connection is built by your neighbors, it's more than service, it's community. Mid-Century Fiber, fast, local, and here for Abingdon.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here from A-Town High School in Abingdon, Illinois, as we are at the half of our first semifinal of the day. We will have both semifinal games here in the A-Town Regional, as the A-Town Tornadoes starting things off here on a hot start. They lead it 33-12. They were helped by a couple of long runs in the second half, or in the second quarter, I should say. The one in particular, though, the 11-0 run in that second quarter that gave them the large lead that they have right now. ROWVA Williamsfield was able to kind of muddy the game up a little bit in the first quarter, but A-Town cleaned things up and only committed one foul in the second half. So things a lot cleaner than they were for A-Town in the second quarter. Can't say the same for ROWVA Williamsfield. They were trying. You know, that's kind of the thing that you run into when you're dealing with this A-Town Tornado team here. They tried, but there's only so much you can do against this hounding defense that the A-Town Tornadoes bring to you on a nightly basis. And they once again holding a team to 12 points in the first half is astounding. And the A-Town Tornadoes led offensively by 3 players that are hovering around double figures. 2 are actually already in double figures, as you have Caden Quinn with 12 and Kennedy Quinn with 7. Miley Weber had 7 in the first half. So it was a very strong first half for the A-Town Tornadoes, and ROWVA Williamsfield, if they want to keep their season alive, they're going to have to clean things up here, get that offense going here as the third quarter has officially begun. Good to have you with us here. Feel free to get into the comments. Let us know your thoughts, where you're watching from here tonight, and if you're getting ready for the second game here tonight, as the Princeville Lady Princes will take on the Brimfield Indians in our second game. We'll have that for you a little bit later on here tonight. As the pass goes inside, now back outside, a right wing three on the way. That one off the rim, no good. Tipped into the hands of Caden Quinn. Up the floor, nice find. There is Miley Weber running that fast break, getting open and laying it up and in. Miley Weber puts up her 9th point of the night as the A-Town Tornadoes currently leading 35-12 as we start things off here in the third. Into the corner, here's Riley Smith. With it up top, Ella Rigg. She'll get it left side to Lauren Johnson. 3-ball on the way. That one a little too strong. Offensive rebound. Eliza Tucker gets the rebound and puts it back up. No good, but a foul. And that's going to be 2 shots as Eliza Tucker going to the line, shooting 2. She has 2 points here today. Leading scorer for ROWVA Williamsfield is going to be Ella Rigg. She had 6 points in that first half. A-Town again with 3 players hovering at or around double figures. 35-13 after the first free throw is good. One more on the way here as Eliza Tucker can't go 2 for 2, goes 1 for 2. Rebound, A-Town. They'll bring it back right to left as you look at your screen here in the home whites. As Kennedy Quinn moving right side, a little step back 3 on the way, off the back rim, no good. And that one tried to save it in, able to save it, and then thrown into the hands of ROWVA Williamsfield. Here's Ella Rigg bringing it across for the Cougars. Nice baseline pass, finds an opening. Riley Smith will lay that one up and in. Good basket there by Riley Smith. Couple of good offensive possessions. Got to get some stops here on the defensive side. Driving the baseline is Miley Weber. She throws it out, nearly threw it away, and it ends up into the hands of ROWVA Williamsfield. It's going to be a whistle and a foul called on Avery Stiegel. So that's going to be another foul on A-Town. And, you know, ROWVA Williamsfield's kind of going back to that scrappy kind of play that got A-Town in a little bit of foul trouble in that first quarter. I don't think they took as much advantage as they really wanted to in that situation, so I wonder if they are able to get A-Town over the limit, if they can maybe press it a little bit more, try to get some extra free throws, try to get buckets while the clock is stopped. Quickly the other way, here comes Kennedy Quinn, a little Euro step, there's a foul. And that's going to send Kennedy Quinn to the line. Got to try something if you're ROWVA Williamsfield, trying to keep your season going, trying to pull off the massive upset. A-Town coming in with a record of 24-5. Second straight LTC postseason title. First one no good for Kennedy Quinn. She's got 11. Looking for their third straight regional title. Looking to punch their ticket into that title game. Title game will be Thursday as the free throw good. Let's get that going here. There we go. 36-15 our score. Megan Erlocker will go to the baseline, put up a shot. That one might have been partially blocked. Ends up back into the hands of the Cougars. 36, there we go. 36-15. Get the numbers right, dude. Shot no good. Kennedy Quinn going back all by herself. Turns on the Jets and lays that one up and in. Coast to coast for Kennedy Quinn, and 38-15. There's a left wing 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no. But a foul going to be called. That's going to send the Cougars to the line. That'll be a foul on Miley Weber. It's her third, team's third. Lauren Johnson will go to the line shooting 2 here with 4:54 to go here in the third. 38-15 our score. First one no good. Good crowd on hand here. Of course, they're cheering on the host. Championship game, by the way, will be Thursday at 6:30, the tip-off. Second one rattles home there for Lauren Johnson. So 1 for 2 from the line, 38-16. And we will have that for you here on TSSR, no matter who's in it. A-Town certainly hoping they're back in it for a third consecutive time. It's going inside, Anna Servin putting up the shot, no good, but a foul. Yeah, it's going to be another foul on Urlacher. That'll be her third, team's second. And we're back to the way things were in the first quarter there with a few more fouls. I had to say something in that second quarter, didn't I? I think the officials might have heard me too. Servin was dealing with a head injury, I believe, is what I was told. She got hit in the head, I think, in the ROWVA game, and then she was kind of a little woozy, maybe, from that. But she's been fighting through, and looks like she's back to full strength. She's been on a limited minutes over the last few games, but A-Town has certainly not missed a beat. They are so good, the players they throw out there. They've been good all season long. So good for the last couple of years. Right side, here's Urlacher. Inside pass to Smith. Extra pass to Kinley Danner, and she lost it out of bounds. 38-16. As A-Town will bring it up the floor here as we approach 4 minutes to go here in the third. A-Town's offense kind of sputtering here over the last couple of minutes. There's a left wing three off the back rim, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Lauren Johnson. 22-point game here. ROWVA Williamsfield with it right side. Johnson gets it to Urlacher. She'll drive, puts up a shot. That one might have been blocked. Goes back out. Here's Ella Rigg. Rigg looking, oh, nice pass to Johnson. Extra pass to Urlacher, driving the baseline, and a foul called. Now Megan Urlacher going to go to the line and shoot two. See who that foul's on. Foul's going to be on number 13, Anna Servin. That's her first, team's fourth. And A-Town at the limit, so the Cougars will be shooting the rest of the way the last 3.5 minutes. First one up and good. Urlacher, her first point of the ball game. Chesney Engel will check in for Miley Weber. (38-17). Next one on the way. Off the rim, no good. So 1 for 2 from the line, but then thrown away. I think Kennedy Quinn, it might be saying a little miscommunication on both sides. Her and Anna both pointing to themselves. So one of them was trying to take the blame. Both of them were trying to take the blame. I don't know whose blame it falls on, but both players pointing to themselves, so they both take the blame. Lauren Johnson up top. Here's Emerson Hannum. Kicks it left side. Smith, a wide open look from the left wing. That shot no good. Hannum. We got a whistle. It's out of bounds. Good effort there by Emerson Hannum, but I believe she stepped on the baseline before she went diving for it. 3:10 to go. Kennedy Quinn will bring it up the floor. Winner goes to the regional championship game. We'll play the winner of our late game. Top of the key. There's a three on the way for Caden Quinn. No good, and the rebound ends up out of bounds. Engel tried to save it, but it ends up in the stands. Second game of the day, though, today will be the Princeville Lady Princes, who, if they advance and potentially play A-Town, it'd be a third matchup in the regional championship. A-Town's handled them twice this season, but tough to beat a team 3 times. There's Urlacher's shot, no good. Of course, A-Town got to take care of business here in this one. Got a whistle. I think a foul was called, and a foul going to be called on Riley Smith. That's going to be her third. Team's third. Either Princeville or Brimfield. Brimfield, you know, that's a name synonymous with some good runs in the girls' side of things, and the fact that they are as low-seeded as they are, I wouldn't want to face that team as a low seed. That shot no good. Brimfield comes in with a record of 13-15. I'll take a look at their schedule here and see what they've done recently. Winners are 2 in a row, so we shall see. They've had some tough games throughout the year, some good spurts and tough spurts. There's a nice play by Megan Erlocker going inside. That shot up and good. But again, that name in girls basketball, that's going to be a tough one. Whether it's Princeville, well coached, or that shot up and good. Count it. Oh, no, they wave off the shot. No, they wave off the shot. Erlocker. See who that foul is going to be on. I'm writing my notes down here. 38-19 our score. And so it's going to be the 4th foul on the Cougars, and both teams are now in the bonus. Should be a fun one, though, here Thursday night. Moral of the story, there's a corner 3. Off the inbounds play, that's Caden Quinn, and it's too easy. That one up and good. The A-Town Tornadoes in front, 41-19. A minute and a half to go. That ends a little bit of a scoring drought there for A-Town. It's a battle for the basketball. We got a whistle and a foul going to be called. That should be on Callie Nelson, I believe. Who's that foul going to be on? Oh, they're going to say it's on ROWVA Williamsfield? Oh, no, yeah, that was on Callie Nelson. ROWVA Williamsfield thought it was on them. It's going to be 2 shots. I was going to say, there's no way. There's no way that's on ROWVA Williamsfield. Somebody took a knee to the back. I don't know who it was on the bottom. I mean, it would be Lauren Johnson. I thought there is no way she's going to get called for a foul. First one on the way for Johnson's up and good. 41-20. I think the Cougars fans would have rioted if they saw that, if that ended up being a foul. 5th foul on A-Town. Second one for Johnson's up and good. 2 for 2 from the line. Johnson's got 5. So the lead, 41-21 for A-Town. 1:15 to go here in the third. Step back 3 on the way for Kennedy Quinn. Oh, she was going to hit one eventually. That one from downtown. She's got 15. 44-21. 1 minute to go here in quarter number 3. Ends up in the hands of Eliza Tucker. Right side. Tucker kicks it into the corner. Lauren Johnson. Johnson, a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Chesney Engel. It's going to be 2 more shots for ROWVA Williamsfield. 50.5 seconds to go, and ROWVA Williamsfield here in this third quarter, again, doing what they did in the first quarter, muddying up the game. And the problem is here in this quarter, they haven't been able to make the stops. As first one on the way for Johnson's off, no good. A lot of 1 for 2 trips in this game as well for the Cougars. Which, when you're fighting an uphill battle, that's kind of tough when you're only getting 1 to 2 at the line. There's an 0 for 2 trip, that time for Lauren Johnson. Here comes Quinn the other way. 45 seconds to go here in the quarter. Will they hold for that last shot? 44-21 our score. Kennedy Quinn, one of the best dribblers in the state. She'll show you why. Nice move there. Gets an opening and lays it up and in. Kennedy Quinn puts that one up and in. And the Tornadoes now in front 46-21. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Into the corner that is. Nice pass inside. That's Kinley Danner cutting to the basket and laying it up and in. Kinley Danner quickly the other way. Here's A-Town, 6 seconds left. Here comes Kennedy Quinn. We got a whistle and a blocking foul. It'll be 2 shots upcoming. That'll be a foul on Lauren Johnson. And that's going to send Kennedy Quinn to the line here. Both teams in the bonus. And Quinn will go to the line with 3.2 seconds to go. First one up and good. Kennedy Quinn, they say they have 20 on her for today. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I missed a bucket. I did miss a bucket. We got a whistle and a tie-up. Possession arrow will go to A-Town. Wait a minute, 18, 15, 33, 42. Yep, I did miss a bucket. All right. And Kennedy Quinn's got 20. Timeout called with 1 second left here in the third quarter. Coach Dugan wanting to, I guess, run a play here in this sequence. It'll give me another chance to shout out our sponsor, Mid-Century Fiber. They've been the sponsor of A-Town Athletics all season long, and the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day. Mid-Century Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability that you need. Call or text 309-778-3278 or visit FiberFast now to join the winning team. Do my math here real quick. Something ain't adding up here. No, that's it. Okay. Shout out to the score person. I just missed the score.
Why are you hitting the table? What did the table do to you?
47 to 23 our score. I'll put Kennedy Quinn's free throw up there. Give me just a second. Scoreboards are being all sorts of finicky here. So we'll see what Coach Dugan has drawn up here on this one play. Maybe they've been trying to drop a play here in practice, and this is the one play that they want to do. And they've emptied their bench, leading by 24 for this play. Here's Miley Weber. She'll inbound it. Anna Servin puts up the shot, and that will end our third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up as the A-Town Tornadoes looking to punch their ticket to a third straight regional championship. We're back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Fourth quarter about to get underway here in our regional semifinal as the A-Town Tornadoes looking to punch their ticket to their third straight regional championship game, looking for a third straight regional title. 47 to 23, they're certainly in good shape. Does ROWVA Williamsfield have one run in them? That's not a way to get one started, as that one's turned over. 47-23, here comes A-Town. Starters back out there on the floor, minus Callie Nelson, as Anna Servin into the ball game. Cross-court pass, nice find inside. That one tipped out of bounds. A nice defensive play there by Riley Smith. 7:39 to go here, fourth quarter, 47-23. Good to have you with us. We will have the second of our regional semifinals. Backing down, a little turnaround hook shot. Nice play there, Caden Quinn. Doesn't look like the thumb bothering her too much, as a foul call. That's going to be on Riley Smith. That's going to be her fourth. $7:35 to go here in the fourth. Quinn will go to the line. She's been a little quiet here in the second half. Hit a couple of baskets, but first one up and good. 48-23 our score. And Quinn will have one more at the line. Old Tommy Tornado, the new mascot for the A-Town Tornadoes, standing off into the corner there, all by his lonesome. Oh, old Tommy Tornado. We were here when they introduced him. Nice screen there. Eliza Tucker goes inside, lays it up, no good, and a foul called. Boy, what a screen right there by Eliza Tucker, and then roll into the basket. A little screen and roll. Drawn up played to perfection by Tucker. Unable to get the shot to go, though. First one on the way at the line is up and good. Eliza Tucker, she comes off the bench. She's shown some signs here, though, in games that I've done with ROWVA Williamsfield. I've done my fair share here throughout the year. She's just a sophomore. I think she's got some potential for this Cougars squad. She goes 1 for 2 from the line, and it's 49-24. Heck of a volleyball player as well. Right wing three on the way. There's Caden Quinn from downtown. She's got 20 here in the ball game. Her and Kennedy both with 20. 52-24. Here's Erlacher. We got a whistle and a foul called. Anna Servant takes another shot. Coach Dugan having to hold his breath as he watches Anna tumble to the floor. She's going to get the foul. And that's going to be Anna's third foul. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. First one on the way for Erlacher's, rattling out no good. Princeville will take on Brimfield in our second game. Winner of that game will take on the winner of this one. Erlacher looking for one more at the line. Missed it. Front of the rim. Rebound. Here comes Kennedy Quinn. Quinn will bring it up the floor at the logo. Kicks it left side. Miley Weber. She'll go to the baseline. Kicks it back out. Avery Stiegel. We got a whistle. And we got a foul. Foul going to be on the Cougars. Both teams will have 2 fouls. That's going to be on Eliza Tucker. Again, heck of a volleyball player, heck of an athlete, Eliza Tucker. So her just being a sophomore screams good things for the Cougars as long as she can stay healthy. They'll inbound the basketball. Kennedy Quinn gets it to Miley Weber. A pump fake, drive, kicks it over to Stiegel. Back up top. Here's Caden Quinn. Ooh, thought she might try the heat check instead. Gets it back out. Little Miley Weber into the corner. Kennedy Quinn, open corner three. Too long. And the rebound, Erlacher. Anna Servant's down again. Takes another shot. Goodness gracious. She will go to war for this team. And she's been in a war the last couple of games. That one out of bounds. Last touch by A-Town. 6:20 to go here in the fourth. She is getting beat up, though, Anna Servant. But, I mean, she's a farm girl. Is it FFA or 4-H? I know she's in. Sure, she's probably been tossed around by her farm animals from time to time, so this is probably nothing new to her. What'd you say? Is she FFA or 4-H? FFA, that's what I thought. FFA president, I believe.
Yeah, she is.
Turn around. Hook shot. Kinley Danner shot no good. And the rebound, up the floor, nice pass. Kennedy Quinn, Miley Weber puts it up, no good. Weber's had herself a good game. She had 7 first half points. She has 9 here in the ball game. Quiet in the second half, but Kinley Danner putting up a shot, banking that one home. Kinley Danner with the bucket for the Cougars, 52-26. 5.5 minutes to go. Quick shot for A-Town the other way. That one tipped into the hands of Quinn. Another shot, no good for Miley Weber, and the rebound ends up into the hands of Lauren Johnson, a whistle and a tie-up. Kinley Danner, that was the girl I was looking at. She's a junior, so she's coming back next year. Looking at ROWVA Williamsfield, their roster, Ella Rigg, they're losing her, and Lauren Johnson. Riley Smith is a senior. Megan Erlacher and Ella Erlacher. Somebody in the ROWVA Williamsfield side, are they twins? Or are they just cousins that just so happen to be in the same class? Like Caden and Kennedy Quinn. Somebody want to help me out there? If y'all can. But those are the only seniors I see. The 2 Erlachers, Ella Rigg and Lauren Johnson and Riley Smith. Kennedy Quinn with the bucket. She's got 22 here in the ball game. It's 54-26. A-Town just one more basket away from getting that running clock. You know, Coach Dugan would like to get that and try to get his girls off the floor. There's a three on the way for Lauren Johnson. It's no good. Here comes Kennedy Quinn with it. 4:50 to go. Quickly up the floor. Bigger. And that one will contact in the corner. It'll be out of bounds. Last touch by A-Town. .444 to go here in the fourth. Two with 20 points here today. Kennedy Quinn with 22. She rolled her ankle about 2.5 weeks ago, but you wouldn't be able to tell. Said the ankle's doing a lot better after a slight ankle sprain. So she looks healthy and ready to take this Tornado team on a little bit of a playoff run. She's got state in her eyes. Talked to her after she became the all-time leading scorer in A-Town history, and she said this team's got state aspirations, and I can believe it. There's a corner three, that one good! Miley Weber's in double figures. That one from downtown, she's got 12. We got a timeout, 30-second timeout. Who's taking the timeout? I believe it's going to be on A-Town. 30-second timeout by A-Town. This will be more of a substitution timeout kind of thing, one would imagine. We'll take 15 back in a moment. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Fourth quarter is underway, I should say. Timeout on the floor. Right before we're going to head into the running clock. 57-26 is the score. ROWVA Williamsfield with the basketball with it right side. Ella Erlacher gets it up top. A three on the way by Megan. That one no good. Chesney Engel comes away with a rebound. Up the floor, here comes A-Town. Their bench players out there. Chesney Engel, Nevaeh Keene-Williams. Ooh, Chesney fell down there as whistling a tie-up. We'll get Mila Donahue out there. Also, Kay-Ann Andrews and Macy Brooks. Yes, dear. Cool.
So not only did I get soggy bread with my hot dog, I got rock hard cookies.
That sounds like a heck of a combination right there. 3:15 to get, because Coach Dugan wasn't cooking it.
I don't know.
Steal, here comes A-Town. The other way, we got a whistle and a travel. Travel, a carry, whatever you want to call. Either one would suffice there. They say travel, though. Under 3 minutes to go here as A-Town on their way to yet another regional championship. What a run A-Town's been on. As that one out of bounds, last touch by A-Town. It'll be Cougar basketball. 5 straight seasons, I believe it was, with over 20 wins. Nice pass inside. Megan Erlacher can't get the shot to go, and out of bounds. As the Cougars, they gave it their all there, especially in that first quarter where they got things muddied up a little bit. The foul situation, that one's stolen away, bringing it back the other way, all the way to the basket, missed the layup. Riley Smith had an opening there, can't get it to go. 2:10 to go here in the fourth. That one's stolen away again. Here comes Lauren Johnson. Chesney Engel trying to get back, and she gets back and forces the miss. Erlacher, though, takes it away. Kicks it back out. Good ball movement here. Here come the Cougars, left side. Erlacher on the way. That one no good. It's Ella Erlacher getting it up top, right side. Lauren Johnson wide open for three. A little strong there. Rebound goes to Kay-Ann Andrews with 1:40 to go here in the fourth. 57-26, that one out of bounds. This sounds very familiar to, I'm gonna check something. Well, if the score stays the exact same, which we have less than 90 seconds, so there's a chance it could. And there's a 3 on the way. That one no good. Off the side of the backboard, and the rebound. Here come the Cougars. I'll finish that thought here in a minute. Top of the key, here's Lauren Johnson. She'll drive inside, puts up the shot. That one no good. We got a whistle and a foul. Well, Lauren Johnson's going to try to change that, but before we get to those free throws, if the score stays the same, the score will be the exact same score it was the last time these two teams played each other back on February 3rd, as the first shot's no good. 57-26 up at ROWVA Williamsfield. So that's just a funny little statistic there. ROWVA Williamsfield emptying out the rest of their bench as they will fall to 10-16. They'll finish the season at 10-16. And A-Town on their way to yet another regional championship. 0 for 2 from the line. We got a whistle, a foul, or a timeout. They bring in one other player, Eliza Tucker. And with the last 10 seconds left, A-Town will dribble out the clock. And for the third straight year, the A-Town Tornadoes will play for a regional championship. A-Town gets the job done here in semifinal number 1, 57-26. A dominant performance once again here on their home floor. Kennedy Quinn finishes with a game-high 22. Caden Quinn right behind her, she had 20. Miley Weber finishes in double figures with 12. ROWVA Williamsfield tried everything they could, but running into that buzzsaw that is the A-Town offense and defense for that matter, forcing a lot of turnovers here in this one. And A-Town once again finds themselves in the regional championship. ROWVA Williamsfield leading scorers. Ella Rigg had 6, 5 points for Lauren Johnson, 4 points each for Kinley Danner and Eliza Tucker, 3 points for Megan Erlacher, 3 points for Riley Smith, and 1 point for Emerson Hannum. So that is your scoring breakdown here in this one. We've got 15 minutes on the clock as semifinal number 2 about to take place. The winner, A-Town Tornadoes, will take on the winner of this one between Princeville and Brimfield. And we'll have it for you. Head over to our homepage, click on the live tab, and you'll see the link is created for game number 2. And we'll broadcast game number 2 for you here in just a little while. Maybe in the pregame and in the early part of the game, we'll get to chat with Coach Dugan from the A-Town Tornadoes. We've been talking to him all season, so maybe we'll get the chance to chat with him in the pregame and before, or really in the first quarter mainly. But I know he's going to be doing some scouting, so if he can't chat with us, we certainly understand. But if we do get the chance to chat with him, he will be joining us at the beginning of that stream here in just about, well, if he does want to come on here, we'll start the stream early and chat with him in the pregame. So 57-26, same score it was less than 2 weeks ago. The A-Town Tornadoes once again on to the regional championship. Jeannie sending in her congratulations for A-Town. Taylor Ford, former A-Town Tornado, 2-time regional champion, joining us in the comments, cheering on from Springfield, Illinois Springfield. Thanks for joining us there, Taylor, and thanks for joining us, everybody, as once again the final score 57-26. What a ball game for the A-Town Tornadoes. On to that regional championship. They'll play the winner of this one between Princeville and Brimfield. That one gets underway here shortly. Join us for that on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.